Yet another custom touch on Cassia's 54. JF has actually fabricated inner fender wells because with the modifications we've done to the car, the old ones did not fit. So he actually made this piece from scratch. He's radiused it, and now he's laying a bead roll on it. Ben's helping him out. JF, what is the purpose of laying this bead roll?
What the bead roll will do is it'll add a whole bunch of strength to a panel that may have otherwise been flimsy.
Flimsy because of the gauge and also because you've radiused it, correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
If we use a thicker gauge, what will happen is the car will be very heavy and awkward. With a thinner gauge and some engineered strength, we're able to make it out of thinner material, so it's easier to work with. And at the end of the day, we're trying to do a little bit of an artistic touch here too, so that it looks nice.
And that's the thing I was just about to mention. The look of the bead roll actually picks up a design on the outside of the 54, so it matches all up. That is a cool piece. Nice job, man.
Thanks.
We've got front seats over here, backrests that are done, piping's in, ready to go. Some panels, front and rear panels that are being done. And the rear seat cushion, large enough for Robert to take a nap on when we're all done here. So we're looking pretty good. By the end of the night, we should have all the seats done, all the panels done, most of the trunk done, and Chip added a rear trunk lid and a fake tonneau cover for the back lid of the car, and we'll be rolling on that next.
We're down to the nitty-gritty here in the evening of day 6. Shannon from Redline Gauge Works is here. And Shannon, you just happen to have a 54 gauge cluster at your shop? That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really good. I actually went up in the attic and I dug around. It was the only one I had. It was still in really good shape. So we went through that speedometer, set it to 0, completely buffed and polished the lens. We didn't know what color the car was going to be, so I just primered it. It's ready to be painted.
That's a smart move, because now you can just go right in the paint booth with everything else and paint it whatever interior color is going to be. Now, Sherry, what are you responsible for on the dash of the car?
Basically, I cleaned up all the other instruments that we had, and I waited for Shannon to come because he said he could make the clock work, and he did.
Cool. Well, all we need now is the car to be painted, so Sherry, you can start installing these components back into the car.
That's right.
So what's going to happen until then? What do you guys got planned?
Until then, we just kind of, tie up some loose ends, and then it's the waiting game.
It is the hurry up and wait. All right, evening of day 6. Got to get this car back in the paint booth so Mitch and the guys can lay the color on it, get it back out onto the shop, and build it in front of the live audience here at SEMA. Evening of day 6, and we've discovered a new emotion on Overhaulin, concern. Yeah, check it out. 6 o'clock on day 6, we don't even have paint on the car yet. I don't think we've gotten this deep into a build without having it painted. We got to get this car ready to go back in the booth and spray some color, because we got less than 48 hours before this car needs to be ready to go back to Cassia. Can we do it? Stick around and find out.